Are you in Brisbane and looking for Brisbane's largest range of premium aerosols? Crush City was established in 2010 to provide a great retail space and the best quality materials and equipment for every occasion. With heavy stocks of Montana cans, Iron Lac, Bez, Loop and Molotov. To find out more, including opening times and deliveries, get at the team at crushcity.com.au or get at the team via Crush City Fame on Instagram. Or head into the shop at 423 Ipswich Road, Annerley. Crush City are proud sponsors of Beers, Beats and the Biz.
Doors closing. Please stand clear.
Media Fortress is an Australian web hosting company operating out of Melbourne, established in 2009. They offer domains, hosting, website builders, and online marketing support. If you are sick of sending your dollars overseas for a slow-loading website, check out Media Fortress. They will transfer your website free. Domains from as little as $17.50 and hosting from as low as $7.50 per month. Head to mediafortress.com.au for 100% Australian-owned domain registration and Australian hosting, custom website design, and search engine optimization and marketing. That's Media Fortress. mediafortress.com.au or call them on 1300 308 488. Media Fortress are official sponsors of Beers, Beats and the Biz. Support businesses supporting us. 420 Superstore are one of Australia's largest providers of 420 cultural giftwares and paraphernalia. Their product range includes a wide variety of items, from dried herb aromatherapy devices, rolling and cutting supplies, herbal extraction devices, hydroponic grow equipment, to candy, carver and clothing. Open at their brick and mortar location at the Hooper Centre, Toowoomba, Queensland, and online at 420superstore.com.au. From seed to satisfied, 420 Superstore has everything you need. Visit 420superstore.com.au today. 420 Superstore are official sponsors of Beers, Beats and the Biz. Support businesses supporting us.
You want to know the real deal? Here it is. You're tuned in to Beers, Beats and the Biz.
All right, let's go. Once again, back in effect, live from the Shy Studios, as we always do. This is the Beers, Beats and the Biz podcast, and we are fucking stoked to be joined by by a legend on the rise this week. But before we do, last week we had a legend official. We had Mr. Brad Strutt himself on the podcast last week in Queensland. What more needs to be said about that fucking show? You can go back and listen to it. It is available on Spotify for you to watch. Is it up on YouTube? It's, as of recording this, I don't know that it's even up on YouTube. It is up on YouTube now? Okay, it's uploading currently. So as of you watching this podcast, you'll be able to go back and watch, Brad's up on Spotify, on Apple Podcasts. We were one of the top 5 music podcasts in the country for that this week, and I expect to, as of last week, should I say, and I expect to do the same this week with this week's guest. Big shouts to 420 Superstore, shouts to Media Fortress, shouts to Crush City. You can follow this podcast at Beers Beats the Biz on Instagram, just fucking Instagram, just that sort of shit. Fuck Facebook and all that kind of shit. And subscribe via Patreon and all that sort of shit. Now, without further ado, as I always said, man, as I said from the fucking jump, we are in the presence of a legend in the making. I've been watching this dude for a number of years. The Cream EP, when it dropped, was one of my favourite releases of that year. Coming out of WA, we've been joined by a couple of WA guests in recent times. We had Complete Nomac, fucking 5 or 6 episodes back. And now, this week, we are joined by the one and only Shadow. My brother, how are you, bro?
Good to be here, bro. How are
Dude,
ya?
it is a fucking pleasure. Finally, man. Finally. We've been backwards and forwards with this shit,
What, 4 years or something
Yeah, dude.
like that?
So you hit me up following Mortar's episode.
Yes, bro, yes,
and just sent your props.
yes.
You were just like, bro, you wait till we can do it.
100%. Shout out to Mortar.
And obviously fucking COVID got in the way following all that
Yes,
sort of shit.
that's it, bro. COVID did get in the way for all of us, but we're here now, and that's all that matters,
We are here now, my friend. We are fucking here now. We are doing it, and you are live and direct and in effect off the back of the second show of the tour.
Yes.
Yeah, the Blackout tour?
Blackout tour in Vegas was fucking wild last night.
Yep.
Let me just say that. I can swear on there.
Yeah, bro, I swear you fucking out.
Vegas was fucking wild last night.
This is Australia's number one swear cast. top 10 music podcast, number one swear
Well,
cast.
fucking oath, fuck yeah. Vegas was fucking
Fuck
wild
yeah,
last
cunt.
night. Fucking oath. Second leg of the tour, fucking wild. Just good to be back, man. Good to be out of Perth for a bit. Get the motivation back, network, meet new people,
Yep.
building your fan base, and it's good. What about yourself? How have you been?
Oh, can't you know? Fucking man, I don't stop, bro. I'm
Doesn't
doing
look
good.
like
I'm
it,
doing
bro.
good,
He's
man.
working. I see it.
We work, man. We stay working. We
That's
work
the way.
days. We work nights. We work fucking around the clock. But that's what, bro. That's what life's about. You
That's
know,
it.
life
Don't
is
waste
only
time.
life is only as good as the work you fucking
100%.
provide and create.
100%,
and
bro.
all that
I
sort of
agree with
shit.
that.
So
I
what's
agree.
this? Your second time to Brisbane?
Fifth,
Fifth, second
fourth.
for shows or
What we
what?
do, mess? What was Get Bodied was my first.
Oh fuck! Right.
Then I came for my own show. Then I came for Apocalypse. Then I came for Hilltop Hoods.
Oh,
and
of
now I've come
course.
for
Yeah,
my
yeah.
own tour again. So
Yeah, that's right. You did the national tour with the Hoods too, eh?
yeah, that was still settling in with that, you know, like fucking still a bit surreal.
When was
but,
that?
2018. No, just before. No, when was it, Jack?
Around the cream.
2020. Yeah, literally
Around
when I
Cream.
dropped Cream.
Yeah.
Yeah, when I dropped Cream. So 2019.
Yeah.
2019. August. Yeah, I dropped
Yeah.
Cream, and that was my rollout, which was pretty good.
Did they take you out? Was that like? So you dropped Cream the single, right? Then you put the EP out.
Yeah. So
yeah.
the EP, the single dropped first.
Yeah.
And then we dropped League of My Own, another single.
Yeah.
And then the EP dropped the first day of the tour for the Hilltop show.
And that was Golden Era.
Yeah, Golden
Right.
Era.
Yeah.
Golden Era, yeah.
Dude, man, listen, we'll get into all this shit. We'll get to this shit in time.
Yeah, definitely.
Brother, let's go back to your history. So you came here when you were what, 10 from Durban?
I was 12 years old
12
from
years old.
Durban. Yeah, 2008.
Because there's some other fellow South Africans in the place. Dom, our cameraman.
Yeah,
Russell,
yeah.
Insidious.
The homies hooked it up.
I was telling Shadow on the way down, man. Like, it's 2/3 South Af in this place. You
Yeah.
know? Like, straight up.
Bro,
straight up.
homie just came before and he's like, yeah, I got you some biltong. I was like, fucking oath. And then he said he got it from Spa. I didn't know you was at a Spa. I haven't seen Spa since like I moved to Australia.
Spa supermarkets
So
or
yeah,
whatever?
Spa's
Yeah,
our
yeah,
supermarket in yeah, no shit. What the, because it's European or something like that. But yeah, we've got it in South Africa.
Yeah.
And yeah, there's nothing like that in Perth. But yeah, spun me out. Shout out the homies. Shout out all the South Africans in the place. Much love. But yeah, I'm half Aussie, half South African now, you know?
Of course.
I've been here a long time now, so this is also home. for
Yeah,
sure,
dude, that's
for
what
sure.
it is, bro. That's
No,
what it is.
very grateful to be here for sure.
How was it coming here, like from South Africa, landing in Perth at that age? Like, was it, even at that age, even though you're so young, and you've spent fucking more than a decade here now, but was it a culture shock to you at the time? Like even acceptance in going into school and shit like
Yeah,
that.
so yes, for school, for starters, I was the only black kid in the school.
I was going to say,
Like,
yeah.
I was gonna say,
But bro,
No, that was
Man.
like the straight
Australia isn't, listen, fucking get into it, man. Like, Australia isn't always the most fucking cosmopolitan and, like, you even only got to wind the clock back a decade, man.
Oh,
and
100%,
it's a vastly
man.
different place, you
Like
know?
fucking
Compared to what it is today,
Definitely, it's grown. I'll tell you that for sure.
But it took
like,
people like you to shift those attitudes too.
That's it. A couple people had to get flogged, but that's all right, you know.
That's what's up.
Yeah, when I moved here, I was a bit there's racism everywhere, like and there's bad and good in every race. So I don't blame it on white or black or whatever.
Yeah.
It was a culture shock with the respect thing. Where I'm from, there's a lot of like respect your elders and stuff, and I seen it wasn't really a thing. Like it was a lot lenient.
Yeah.
But other than that, nah, man. Like I was just more grateful and happy to be somewhere new. Like it was like, and the people were more loving to me than like disrespectful. So it was good. I got the same friends I made at the skate park when I moved here are the same homies I'm rolling with now. So like they're all day ones, which is dope. So no, I can't complain, bro. Like no culture shock. It's been good.
For real, that's unreal,
no, it's been
dude.
good. It's my brother and I think my parents was the ones that struggled a bit more.
Yeah.
But
Being a bit
now-
older. And,
Yeah, been a bit. I think my mum was the whole leaving their family behind, because it was just us that came. It was just me, my brother, my dad, and my mum.
Yeah.
That was all. We left everything else behind, So for us, like the kids was just new, was fresh, like new country.
Yeah.
We can
It's an
start doing
adventure.
stuff. It was an adventure, but like for my parents, it was like leaving everything behind. But
I admire that, man, because like my grandparents came, my dad's parents, they came here from Italy following World War II, and they land on the side of the road. They can't speak the language. They're not accepted into the society at the
100%.
time. They live in a fucking caravan with no wheels with 3 kids. They send
That's
the kids
it.
out to learn English to
That's
bring
it.
English back to the home.
Yeah.
So for me, anyone that fucking makes that journey and takes their family with them, it's to be admired, man, because
bro,
it takes fucking
100%.
balls.
Yeah,
like,
it's
like-
the mindset thing,
Yeah.
like to do
Yeah.
better for their kids. I know a lot of like other African friends and other African cultures which will move here specifically just to better their lives of their kids, right? And then once they see that it's set up, they'll move back home.
Yeah.
Like they'll move straight back home, which is like such a crazy thing to do, you know, when you actually think about it. But it's been good, man. Australia's just, you cunts are fucking wild. These cunts are fucking wild, but it's good.
How'd you find Perth, like sort of coming up in, you know?
Bro, Perth, so like Perth, I found Perth more like South Africa because of like the weather and shit, like a lot of beaches. But then I came to Gold Coast. And like, bro, I had to call my mum when I was there, and I was like, this, like, almost had tears in my eyes because like, this reminds me of home. This is like fucking crazy how much it reminded me of Durban, man. I was nuts. And it's the same thing. The people, that's the funny thing. So like, excuse me, when I first moved here, they'd be like, oh yeah, you're from South Africa. Like, what, did you see lions in the wild?
Oh, for fuck's sake. Bro,
fucking oath. I owned a lion. Bro. Fucking owned a lion.
Mike Tyson over here.
Fucking oath, bro. I actually rid one to school. Like, fucking oath. We had them back. But it's like, no, man, it's the exact same. It's the exact same.
Did you have a lion in your backyard?
Man, like, it's just the craziest shit what people think. And like, it's the exact same, bro. Like you have your bad parts, but our bad parts are really bad. Like really, really bad. Like the poverty there is pretty fucked. Yeah. So there's this thing called one rooms, which my nan and them lived in. It's literally this as your house. Like you've got a bathroom and it's just one room. You know what I mean? Yeah. But like, you come from nothing. It makes you hungrier to get what you're doing now. So
that disadvantage builds, builds character. It can also be character revealing too. 100%. But you know, like it's fucking
nothing wrong with revealing your character, bro. And I've only come through with that like in the last couple of years. You know, always been the person to bottle my shit in, but like. I would say this right now. If you've got problems, especially to the boys out there, speak to your mates, man. Like, don't be scared, man. Like, no one's here to judge. Especially if they're your real friends. Like, no one's here to judge, man. Like,
there's a lot of it now, man. There's a lot of like fucking, you know, like I've spoken on this podcast in the past, and like not to the detriment of mental health, because it is a very important issue. But do you think at a point like sometimes it's also used as an excuse?
I was just about to say that an excuse, also like a piece of clout in a way, you know, like in a way, 100%. And like the fucking thing is, it's like you can't play with that because like, is he crying wolf or is it fucking actually happening? So like, it's a hard one, bro. It's a really, really hard one.
It's not one that any one person can, you know, that you can't cast judgment. You can't state that.
100%.
But you know, like I grew up around people with what I would consider legitimate mental health. So I had a friend who turned 40 and committed suicide. And no one ever understood it at the time. Like, because we weren't people that ever spoke those
about
kind of things.
Exactly.
But then I also see the flip side of it, where I see mental health being almost used as an excuse for shit behavior.
Exactly.
Like shit cunt behavior. Shit cunt behavior is just shit cunt behavior. Let's be honest, man. You know, like so. And you know, if mental health is legitimately an issue there, then it needs to be addressed.
No, 100%.
Not even necessarily medicated sometimes, because sometimes cunts are just throwing pills at every
man,
problem,
medication doesn't treat anything, bro. You need to get out there, and if it is medication, take some fucking mushrooms, cunt.
Yeah, dude. Get enlightened.
Oh,
you know?
Yeah, bro. You have to. You have to eat the mushies and just.
You have to eat the
mushies. Smoke the green. Stay away from the rock. And fucking get to learn yourself, bro. Like
there is life. That is smart life.
Man,
I'll
tell you right now. Like when COVID first hit, we were eating a lot of fucking mushrooms, and like I was very insecure about my weight. And ever since that, like, I don't give a fuck, man. I've learned how to love myself because of that. And like my anxiety is a lot more, because I've got the worst social anxiety.
Yes.
I hate meeting new people, which fucked because of the job I do for a lifestyle, you know what I mean? And like with all of that now, it helps, man. Like it's good. I'm very easygoing. And but back to what you were saying, like I do feel like people use it as an excuse. And like I also think of it, like I was saying to someone the other night, like when it comes to working with people with like artists as well, like if you're a shit cunt, you're a shit cunt. I don't care if your music's good, you're the best artist in the world. If you're a shit cunt, I don't want to do music with you.
That's it, dude.
Your bars can be fucking shit as fuck, but if you're a good person, I'll work with you. You know what I mean? Like that's like 100%, bro. Like people do use it for an excuse.
Exactly, dude. And because you know, like I was telling you on the way down, man. I do support work. So man, I deal with legitimate mental health issues at various points in time from people. And like I just think like if you're fucking 19 or something, you're spending all your days on social media smoking a fucking fucking riding the glass Harley, let's just say, on the cherry ripe, like, man, just fucking put the social media down, put the fucking drugs down, go out, get some sun, like you said, man.
Sun, man.
Dude,
like, just go for a fucking walk.
Man, just lift your fucking spirit, Bro, it's what it is. But no, I've just seen it, like, particularly, like, in the music, not so much, necessarily in your music either.
Do you reckon it's this culture as
I think
well?
so too.
And I feel like it's also the music that has influenced it, which is like
I think it is very much
it influences
culture.
a lot. Like, and it's shifted. Like, I feel like 2 years ago it was a lot of that lean, Xanax, and like depressing rap, and like, you know, the kids started doing all that shit. Now it's shifted to this fucking stabbing stuff, and it's actually happening. And people are saying like, no, it doesn't happen because of the music. Like, fuck off, bro. It happens for the music. 100%, bro. 100%, because these kids are seeing what you do. Bro, when I see it, like, especially when it's on stage, it's monkey see, monkey do. Like we make the future. And like when we're preaching about this shit, it's getting to them and it's geeing these people up to going out there and doing this stuff. Like it's coming back, you know what I mean?
That's profound, dude. That's very fucking true.
100%, 100%. Like, so my message is trying to change. Like, I used to be that person, aggressive person, talking about fighting, breaking jaws and all that shit. But like, I'm trying to drop the blade now, you know what I mean? Bro, fucking 3 months ago, I got stabbed myself.
Dude, I was going to ask you.
At a hip-hop show. Like, fucking, shout out Treble, my homie. That was the dude I first started rapping with. Went to support him. It was his first album launch back as an artist. And I seen Omac actually was fucking getting it into altercation, and Omac's the homie. So I just went to go broke it up, and this dude rushed me, and I was like, bro, kick back, you know what I mean? And then all of a sudden,
boom.
Too much. I give him a couple hits, and then like thought we're gonna have a fair crack. No worries, I'm all down for that. And then fucking my mate pushes me off, and he's like, you need to go to the hospital, cunt. And I'm like, what? And I look down, bro, at this white shirt I'm wearing, I'm just fucking full with blood, and I'm like, phew.
Didn't even know, eh?
Yeah, it was
you got me adrenaline's rushing.
It was hectic. No comment for what happened after that. But he got me there, and he got me in my lung there.
Fuck, in the lung?
Bro. The doctor reckons 2 centimeters, and I'd have been fucked.
What the fuck?
And then he hit me in my leg, but the leg I didn't see till 2 weeks after.
Jesus.
But like, it just shows like, why the fuck are you carrying blades to a hip hop show?
Like, what the fuck?
It's music. Like, you need to go to play music. Dude. And it's like, it was just pretty. So my message out there is like, just stop doing that shit, because I was a little bit of a hothead myself, and like when it comes down to that shit, I always I won't back down. But now I think twice. Because like, bro, especially what fucking you live in Brizzy, you would have seen that video of that poor kid who got fucking shanked in the neck.
Of course.
Like, that was crazy, bro.
Yeah, man.
That was fucking crazy. Like it could just happen, you know what I mean? Like, it's and so fast. So fucking fast, man. Like,
fuck, dude.
So the message, for me with my music, I'm trying to change it, man. Like, I'm just trying to show it's more happy, and I'm trying to be more artistic. But
I like that link you drew between where it was the fucking heavy, zany, fucking lean rap, and now all of a sudden we're seeing
100%.
like you know, various issues in the next generation of rap that's
like
coming
violent,
through.
Man. It's
and now the violent issues are coming through. 100%.
100%. Like, don't get me wrong, there are kids out there and people out there that are in the streets doing this thing for real. And like, we're doing this before this drill scene specifically, and like there are some cunts who are jumping on it, putting on a mask on and thinking like they're really about that. And when it comes to the music side of that, it's gonna fade out. My advice to these kids, is start making other fucking music, because when this drill fades out, you will too, because you don't know what the fuck else to do. So if you want to make music, start doing other things. If you want to just be a drill artist, keep doing you. Straight up.
Channel that energy into like just positive creation, man.
Like,
you know?
People don't understand how much, and I only started realizing it like in the past couple of weeks after I spoke to Marty from 111. Is like, he made me actually realize how much we actually influence these people. Like, you know, it's like, it's pretty fucking pretty heartwarming. Pretty heartwarming, bro.
It's
getting messages like you're saving people's lives and shit like that, especially from someone who's like suffers with mental health themselves, wanting to kill themselves, and then you see messages like that. It makes you want to keep going, bro.
Yeah, absolutely, dude.
So no, it's good.
That's what I like. Like at my dude, like I'm 41, man, and I tell cunts, I'm like, man, there's so much life ahead of you, dude. Don't fucking, you know, like just
100%.
calm, man, fucking pull it together.
See, that's the thing. I stress out a lot because like I hang around a lot of older people. I've always been around the older boys. And fucking, I see the older boys doing things first. So I stress myself out, and I'm like, I need to do this. I need to go buy a house. I need to start my family. But then I kick back and I'm like, hold on, cunt. I'm not close to 30 yet. Dude, like I'm chilling. I got a lot of time. You know what I mean? There's no rush. But in a sense of a way, it has made me mature quicker and like I wouldn't be doing this if I was still that kid getting cooked doing dumb shit, you know. So
of course, bro.
No, very grateful, bro.
Even like just the move, you know, shifting continents, dude, would help you grow. Like you would mature a lot faster
100%.
having those lived experiences that you have, even at your age, bro.
Definitely,
like, you know, like
100%,
fucking killing it.
100%.
Well, dude, let's get into the music, bro, because where does that music journey sort of begin for you?
So it began. I got to Australia in 2008. 2009, I met a boy named Marshy. Shout out Marshy, day one. And he showed me Clandestine on the bus to school. And then I was like, what the fuck is this shit?
Yeah.
And then more was Aussie hip hop. And then every day from school, we'd catch the bus together. Same with my homie Jose. And then I started getting introduced to other artists like Big L.
Yeah.
And then that's when I was like listening to punchlines and stuff. I was like, this is sick. Then maybe high school, year 8, started going to my first party, and I met a guy named Josh Eggington. Shout out Fluent. He's still killing it with Optimus at the moment, Aboriginal rapper.
Yep.
Met Fluent, and he was in like maybe 4 years older than me, and he was the only rapper from around my area. And I'd see him at parties, and fucking there would be like a little circle around him. He'd be spitting freeze, and I'd just see everyone go, oh. And I was like, I want to do that. You know, I want to do that. And then the same guy, Marshy, who introduced me to Clandestine, used to have a Sony Ericsson. Yeah. And he'd always like be writing on it. And I'm like, what the fuck is this cunt doing? So then he showed me he was actually writing bars. Yeah. And he showed me, got into it. I don't really know when I wrote my first bars necessarily. I do remember recording my first track with one of my homies, Mukes, who was just a writer. And that was on a laptop. And it was called Finger Licking McChicken. But yeah, that was on MySpace days when you could still fucking, bro. Yeah. So I got schooled like no other artist I feel like in my generation did that I've met yet. So like I came up on like Lyrical Commission, Strut, You Boys, especially from Perth as well, which was pretty weird. So that's why it spins me out that I'm fucking here right now, bro. Like, what the fuck is going on?
And like, it is fucking great to have you here, dude, and to make that connection, man. Because I appreciate that, dude. Like, I like, you know, it's not even the fucking recognition. It's just like, I want to bridge the gap too. You know? Like, I'm here, man. Like, this platform is for fucking legends in the making. Yeah, no, and you're amongst them, bro. You, bro. You know, it's not just bringing those old stories. Man, everyone's got that fucking story.
Definitely.
It's amazing the paths we tread. It's all fucking so similar, man.
No, definitely.
Regardless of generation.
Exactly, 100%.
You know?
All in it for the same thing, bro.
Yeah.
And like, then I met Treble and I started recording with him a bit. And then we started like this freestyle battles. If you know, you know. We started these freestyle battles at Scarborough Beach called Street Wars. And we'd pack it out, bro, like at a fucking car park, riders, and there'd just be freestyle battles going on there. Started making music with him, recorded our first track. We went through Simple Complexities, just SoundCloud shit.
Yeah.
Got some fucking love from Bitter Belief then. And then I got given my first show from OMAC and Complete and them boys. Before that, though, I was saying to you in the car, Complete was like 16 and he dropped Panic Disorder.
Yeah, dude,
So that's when I went for his album launch to Leaderville HQ. And it was the first Aussie hip-hop show I've ever been to. Yeah. And that was when Bloodstained Nikes came out.
Dude. And that's
when I think shit clicked for me. I was like, I want to be that guy on stage. A couple months go by, a couple years go by, boom, they got me as a support. I was sneaking into venues like Complete was with my dad because I wasn't 18. So I was playing like Rocket Room and shit like that. And then, just slowly did that and then made like a fucking freestyle that went viral on Facebook, some grime freestyle. And then I got on the gear.
I got on the gear.
I got on the gear. I was smoking meth for a fair bit, partying too hard, and I dropped the ball there. Got the opportunity again, and then went viral with another video. And then, got hit up by Fracture to come over to 50-50. And then went over to 50-50, met everyone there, came for the second time, met Chill. And then Chill linked to Get Bodied with everyone, met Mesk, met Nerve, met everyone there. And then the rest is history, bro.
And that's been Biz Beats and the Biz for another week. That's fucking... there it is, man. Dude, how did you find the, like, you know, you were just saying like the Clandestine's lyrical commissions and, you know, everything else, SPX and all that sort of stuff. Like, how did you find that when you first heard it? Were you immediately taken by it?
Bro, what do you mean?
Yeah.
Taken is a fucking understatement.
No shit.
Like,
yeah. Were you listening to much US shit at the time?
No, fuck the US, bro. Like, it was just straight Melbourne.
Yeah.
Hip hop, like, oh man, I can't, it was crazy how much, like, like, that's why when I speak to Strut, it fucking wigs me out. So shout out Brad Strut, bro. Like,
dude, it wigs me out, bro.
Like, it's
like, it
nuts,
wigs me out,
man.
like,
It's
sitting with
nuts.
Strut. It does.
And, like, I wish this generation knew what those dudes did for us, man. Like, or what yous did for us. Like, yous paved the way for us, bro, for sure. And before you guys, I think it was Death Wish Cast and that.
Of course.
Was there anyone before them?
Oh, dude, there was like the AKA Brothers and Just Us and Death Wish Cast, and there was like just a handful. But you know, like what it started as kind of breakdancing and then graffiti.
Yeah.
You know, like that's what it was in this country.
100%.
Early on, it was breaking first, then it was graffiti, and then, you know, by the late 80s, you start getting a lot of the MCs.
Well, that's how I started.
But all the prominent MCs more came out of the late 90s, mid to late 90s. That's what they start developing.
Yeah, well, I feel like everyone starts like that. It's not just, you're not just doing one, you're just doing one or the other. So like, I started with the writing as well.
Yeah.
And then went into the rapping itself.
Yeah.
That's another thing we could actually speak about. There's no fucking 4 elements of hip hop anymore, bro.
That's
like,
a bit of a thing. It's not much of a thing these days.
There's no break dancing, b-boying, like the MCing, DJing. Oh yeah, fuck it. Oh, the solids as well. And these are the best solids as well, bro. These are the Asian solids. They're the best.
You stopped at Crush City on the way, did you?
Oh, he did too.
Shouts to Crush. Fucking hell.
No, shout out
Bring
Crush.
The bloody solids.
That's a nice colour too. That's like turquoise.
Dude, how long have you been writing for?
Since
amount
I've been making music. Yeah.
Yeah, that's fucking.
So no, it's
crazy.
been good. That's
so you heard that. So you heard that Melbourne shit, and that kind of informed you early, like fucking some of the early stuff I heard from you, bro. I mean, I've got to be honest. I would say Cream is probably the earliest shit. That,
if you go back, like you'll be very surprised.
Yeah.
If you went into
I've been going
SoundCloud
through the
stuff,
catalog. I haven't been to SoundCloud.
Hit the SoundCloud, bro. You'll be very surprised. Like it was very, very Aussie rap.
Yeah.
Even my punchlines are like more like about Aussie stuff.
Yeah.
But yeah, I was getting put on, like I won a couple contests with Optimus. Creed Birch gave me my first solo show. And then, just after that, that's when I went solo and started doing shit. And then I think it was 2019, I got hit up by GE. Yeah. And like apparently the deal got like offered to other couple cats who were coming up. Yeah. And everyone said no because of the money.
Wow. Yeah.
I didn't see it for the money. I seen it as a step into the fucking industry.
Dude, exactly.
Get the plugs and get the fuck out of there.
Yeah.
You need plugs to make money, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, bro. Yeah.
We did that and now we're doing this. So now it's been good.
Yeah, you got that. That's the stepping stone, man. Like, you know, the fucking money. So the money will come, man. Like,
right. And like that's why I shout out my team as well, like because there's a lot of people out there that don't see that. You know what I mean? There's a lot of people out there that are here for now. Yeah. You know what I mean? They're not there for the long run. And like I've got a team that can see the same image as me. Like if you stick with me, the money's not gonna come now. Yeah, dude. But when it comes,
when it comes,
we're laughing.
Yeah,
we're gonna be laughing.
Yeah,
you know
bro.
what I mean?
You just like, man, it's like we said from the fucking outset, man. All we know is work, bro. All we know is work.
100%.
We get up every day. We think this shit,
this is what scares me, bro, because I've got to make it, like, because I don't know fucking anything else. You know what I mean? Like this.
Wait till you get to my age, and it's just like this is all I fucking know. What else am I gonna fucking do?
Exactly,
you know, I'm not even making money, man.
But,
you know,
but you're doing it, and
like you're doing it.
You're smiling. That's the main thing. You're smiling, bro. Your family's happy. That's the main thing. Like, I don't give a fuck about being a millionaire as long as my family's happy. Yeah. And like, I'm doing what I love. Yeah. That's the main thing. Because I went back to my day job, like when COVID hit, you know, because I don't want to be doing the shit I was doing before, and it depressed me, man. I was the most depressed I ever was in my life because I felt like a fucking robot. Yeah. No disrespect to anyone who has a day job. You got to do what you got to do to pay the bills. You know what I mean? But it's not for me. And like that's why I've got to do this shit to the 210%, 333% because I just got to. It's all I know. It's all I fucking know.
I'm the same, dude. I'm the same.
All I know.
Yeah, dude. No, I'm the same, man. Like, I could never go back to having a fucking boss again, dude. I've stood in warehouses, job sites, fucking done a trade, been in factories. Like, it's just...
Yeah, same thing.
And man, I've always said that, like, work just facilitated life beyond it. So it gave me the ability to go do the rap because it would cost me money to get fucking places and get a six-pack and get fucked up and fucking get a cab home and boom, 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 get in the studio, all that sort of shit. So you needed to make the money. Slang a bit of weed on the side, fucking, you know, do that.
Exactly.
But... like, man, going back, it's just, man, bro, I think the same thing. I'm like, man, I just got to fucking work. I got to get up and work. I've got people that kind of rely, like we've got 420 in here now and Russ, and, you know, there's people that are kind of fucking dependent on you doing this shit now.
Definitely,
so, cunt, you got to get up and fucking make this
exactly,
happen. You got to make this happen for the other people around you also.
Exactly.
You know?
Now everyone's believing in the dream, not just yourself. You can't be lazy. Nah, 100% I agree on that.
Yeah.
Definitely.
So when Golden Era, I mean, actually fucking pre-Golden Era, man, Fracture. I mean, fuck, that's got to be a look, bro. Frack's coming at you and just going, you know, come over.
Man, like, that's another person who I listened to and was someone I looked up to. So when he reached out, I was just like mind blown because his rapper tag to me was like fucking the best, you know? Frax, shout out Frax, man. That's the Godfather right there.
Dude, it is, man.
Like the Don, man.
I seriously
if it wasn't for Frax, there'd be no fucking scene it is right now. I'm telling you that now, bro.
Dude, I was about to say.
There would be no chill in it. There'd be no me. There'd be no Nerve. There'd be no one, bro. Like, I'm telling you that right now. But you know why? Because there was no one networking like that until Fracture brought us all together.
Dude.
And like all these hungry artists in that one room was fucking nuts, bro.
Yeah, dude.
And Mess knows that. Those 50-50 fucking, those first ones were insane, bro. Like fucking crazy. They were fucking.
Yeah, I heard about it. I've watched some of them.
The energy, man, like, and especially from me coming out, the only artist from Perth, I was very, very, very hungry, and I had to prove myself, bro. So shout out Frax for bringing out that.
Dude, they were like a breeding ground for your like that next generation to come through, wasn't it? Like fucking some of the like who came through there, Wombat, yourself,
Web Shells, fucking the
Nerve,
whole Nerve,
all
the boys, man. Like it was fucking.
Everyone's going through those fucking 50-50.
It was nuts. Even Scrub was there for a bit too, bro. It was fucking nuts, man. Like. There'd be like fucking.
Were you with Scrub last night?
Yeah, I was actually.
I had a missed video call on my Instagram when I woke up this morning
him?
from like 12:30.
Oh my God.
And I was like, I'd been in bed for fucking 3 hours at that point. I was like, fuck. And then I saw his story and he was on stage with you. And I was like, word. I love Scrub. Shout out to Scrub.
Yeah, shout out Scrub, bro. The homie, man. Fucking, I love that cunt. Always a good time with Scrub. And one of the best boy rap artists in the country, bro. Holy shit.
Yeah, dude.
That dude can get a fucking place jumping.
He can fucking rap, man.
Bro, he can perform.
Rap. Yeah.
Like, holy shit.
Yeah.
The stage control.
So, but what was the difference between, so he was Golden Era just distro and you were actual Golden Era label? Like, weren't you both signed or linked up around that time on the label?
He got signed after me.
I was after.
So, yeah, I think it was me, and then it went Cody Cunningham, and then it went Scrub.
Okay.
I think Cody Cunningham and Scrub got signed at the same time.
Yeah.
But, yeah, it was me. I think I was with Morns, Jess War.
Oh, right.
And like the older heads as well.
Yeah.
Still, but like that was it. Like I was mainly the only dude who was doing stuff. And Morns dropped his album too. Shout out Morns.
And coming out of Perth. Too,
yes.
So
getting
on Golden Era coming out of Perth, dude.
Yeah,
that's got to be a big look.
It's a first. Is it first?
I think, to my knowledge, you know. I mean, Draft wasn't Golden Era.
No, Draft. I think Draft was always Warner. I'm pretty sure. Or was he Obese?
Oh, he's Obese early. But I mean, Downside, most of those dudes, even Matty's first record was Obese, like way back. You know, Draft was Obese to begin with. I think that first joint, the first record. Yeah. So
what was the actual go with that? Like that's the yarn Obese. I don't know about is the industry yarns about them.
Dude, yeah. I mean, that's that fucking. Well, that's what we're kind of talking about with Brad, because Brad was early with Obese, and then sort of Pegs comes on board, and Pegs takes that business, like takes what was created with Shaz and Brad and Bias, and there's a bunch of dudes in there real early, and Pegs was one of those dudes early. But then, you know, Shaz went off and had to, you know, tend to business and go do his time and whatever like that. And then Pegs came in and just turned that into what it was, like just he had an insane vision and I suppose business acumen, and then also the eye for talent. Because, you know, who starts there? Bliss and Esso, Draft, Downside, the Hoods, Funkles.
Exactly.
Go through the fucking list, man. That's like a lot of them start there. You know, or they were independent prior, and then, you know, maybe their bigger records drop on Obese, or where they sort of start to really flourish. Yeah. You know, and then they go off and do Golden Era.
So basically, back in the day, the goal was Obese were the guys to fucking.
Well, for some.
For that era.
Not so much for me or us up here. Not for 750. Like, we were probably more aligned with the Hired Goons and the LC line of thinking. And more just
stuff.
Yeah, more independent. Right. So we had our own label. But in saying that, our later releases were Obese distributed.
Can I ask this on camera? Please. Was 360 Uncut Records?
Oh, he fucking had one song with him.
Was it just that fucking...
Originally.
Was that the Foul Child?
That's that Foul Child joint. Yeah.
Cool.
That's the only one. Yeah.
bro.
But yeah.
You can't give that cunt like say,
dude.
bro. When he was on that sort of shit,
Yeah.
no one was fucking
bro.
with him, bro. Like, come on, man.
Yeah,
Like,
dude.
him
We
on
used to
those
listen to that
beats,
joint, man.
bro.
That was on that
I still
Turntable
listen to-
Jedis.
Yeah, Turntable Jedis, uncut
compilation.
recordings.
Yeah.
That's the one,
And
bro.
when he broke off from Uncut, there was a couple of fucking blades strapped like
Oh,
that.
there was definitely
It was kinda
jabs.
mad.
Diss tracks, I
Yeah.
remember, bro. Yeah, fuck yeah, bro.
But I think really.
Post and Denim with Nuke.
Oh, bro.
Nah, that was a shot at Obese. But like no, I mean I really like it was Trem that was more involved with 360.
Trem
He was trying to develop him
bro,
young.
That
Because
fucking-
that dude came to Brisbane like young, and
Where's
he
he
was
from?
fucking Melbourne.
He's from Melbourne.
Yeah, he's a Melbourne dude. I mean, where's he gone? Is he still? I don't even
He
hear
made
anything about
Rapper
him.
Tag, fucking made everyone link up, and he fucked off again. The cunt.
Yeah.
Where are
We
ya?
did a I shouldn't say too much, but we did a show.
Oh no, he
We
actually
did-
popped up on Spotify. Did something like recently.
Yeah,
Spotify
yeah.
posted like an interview sort of thing that he was doing. like-
Yeah.
But
We did a show. He was the headliner there, and we all had to be placed on opposite sides of the venue.
Oh, shit.
That wasn't at our insistence either, so I won't go any further into that. I think we're all
Oh,
of it's
shit.
you know, it's just what it was at that point in time, I suppose. You know, there was those thoughts that, you know, there could be altercations or whatever.
Yeah, fair enough.
That kind of thing would never happen. It wasn't the game. But I mean he was nurtured early by Trem,
Yeah.
I would say. Yeah.
Fuck no shit.
And then just went off. I don't know. He went and did his kind of thing.
You
I
know,
don't know that much.
I
don't
remember
really know.
listening to Trem's Amateurs, like even the Amateurs remix, man. Like fucking. Yeah, I
Oh,
grew up
the
on a lot of
Amateurs
Trem.
12, dude.
Yeah,
Fuck
like
me.
very,
Yeah,
very
yeah.
old school. I was like fucking 14 when I was listening to that shit. So yeah, it's shout out Trem, shout out LC,
Yeah.
and like shout out Verbal as well. I feel like he
Dude.
doesn't get his props.
Yeah,
man.
bro.
Like, Verbal is one of the dopest.
That's funny.
artists.
This is the second podcast in a row he's come up on because Brad Strutt said the same thing last
Oh,
week.
there you go.
Because it's always like we always talk about in regards to Left One or those that.
Oh, and Bob Balance as well. Sorry,
Man,
Bob
Bobby
Balance.
B.
Like,
Yeah,
Jesus Christ,
yeah,
bro.
dude.
One of the
Yeah.
rawest.
And
like,
MC.
Yeah,
like, fuck
fuck
dude.
yeah,
Left
bro.
field, different, but
bro,
just
100%.
could fucking
Bob
spit his
Balance
ass
could
off.
spit, bro,
Yeah,
for
yeah,
sure.
yeah.
But now Verbal as well, man. He was a good songwriter.
Yeah.
Very, very good songwriter, man. Like props to all those dudes.
Yeah, he
bro.
did,
Like,
and he could do different things. But like in terms of what you were doing, so you get signed to Golden Era. I mean, Fracture's paying attention. Clearly, fucking, you know, Golden Era. Obviously, you're being signed over there. What's the first joint that drops over there? Did you do that? Because you did that posse cut.
with
Five. What's the fuck? Oh, did I write it down? 5 the hard way.
Oh, that's with Morns and
Was that that's
yeah,
like a
with
Golden
Zesta.
Era posse
Yeah,
cut.
so that
isn't it?
was I think one of the last things I done with them.
Oh, is it really?
Yeah, so the
Okay.
first thing that dropped on Golden Era was Cream.
Wow.
And
yeah,
then
yeah.
Cream, like Ben was like, "Did you have anything recorded?"
Yeah.
And yeah, I sent him Cream, and he said, "This is the one."
Yeah.
Like he was like, "This is the
Yeah,
one."
yeah.
And still to this day, bro, it's getting the most plays, like 10,000 streams a week.
Yeah,
For
dude.
some reason, like
Yeah.
like it's weird.
It's fucking good music.
It's a
man.
good song. Like I was very hungry back then, like I said, you know. And
Yep.
yeah, Cream dropped first, and then I think it was League of My Own, maybe.
Yeah.
And then yeah, we dropped the EP after that,
Yeah,
which
yeah,
was
yeah.
like 5 songs.
Yeah, dude.
But yeah, no, that was fun. And then after that, we had the 3-track deal, and then I did Russell Coit, and that
Yep.
went fucking wild.
With
That
Husky.
was- with Husky and
Yeah,
Vincent.
that's
Shout out
right.
Vincent as well.
Yeah.
That was fucking
You've done a couple of joints with Husky now, hey?
yeah.
What's the other one? Fucking
Big Wave.
5.
We did the Big Wave on his thing on his fucking album.
Fear.
Cape Fear. Yeah,
Cape
we
Fear.
did that one. We did Russell Coit.
That Cape Fear
think
joint,
that's
bro.
one.
That's fucking.
It's dope,
that's
eh?
something,
Different,
yeah.
isn't it?
Russell
Yeah,
Coit's
different.
fucking sick.
Yeah,
too.
Russell Coit was dope. So Husky wasn't supposed to be on that initially.
True.
Funny story. It was just me and Vincent, and I had it recorded, and I was with Husky in Sydney, and I showed him.
down.
I showed him
I
the
can't
fucking.
Jesus, I'm just like, fuck, I'm hearing this conversation.
I showed Husky the song, and he was like, "I need to jump on this. Like, not fucking. I want to. He's like, I need to jump on this." So we booked a session that day at One Lane Studio. Shout out One Lane. And then we recorded it there. I didn't even record it in Perth. I recorded it in Sydney.
Wow.
And I recorded it. We re-recorded it
Yeah,
in
yeah,
Sydney.
Yeah.
And then yeah, we got Vincent to send his verse over from Spain.
Yeah.
And yeah, it is what it is from there. Husky recorded his shit on a fucking iPhone.
No shit.
Yeah, the video. And,
Yeah?
I just got my homie to edit it, and it worked, bro. Like,
Fuck.
still one of the best Australian drill songs, I think so, for sure.
Yeah.
But like, I don't make drill music. Like, if you listen to my songs, it's more about making fucking money.
Yeah.
Like, it's not like fucking. Yeah, it's not really about stabbing and areas and all that.
No,
shit.
I
It's
don't
like,
hear fucking any of that in
yeah,
your
exactly.
music, man.
I'm all about making my money. So,
Yeah.
and that's what the kids need to learn is make your coin and get the fuck out of here.
Is that the goal now? Is
That the goal is just to make sure everyone makes their money around me. Like whoever helped me, I want to help them twice as hard. You know?
Yeah.
And the goal is just to give back to the younger generation, bro. Like and get the message out now. So I feel like I've found the message that I wanted to get out there.
Yeah.
And yeah, like I was saying before, I proved I can rap, man.
Yeah,
like,
of course.
People know I can fucking spit.
Yeah.
And like now I'm just experimenting and trying to do an artist thing now rather than just being a rapper.
Yeah.
But yeah. No,
Do you think like golden era in some capacity set you up or equipped you with some of the tools to go on that independent grind that you're on now?
Definitely. Like I said, I didn't sign the deal for the money or because it was golden era. Like I signed it because I seen an opportunity to get my foot in the door. Yeah, exactly. And actually build something, you know what I mean? Instead of just being signed to...
It's more about growth than it was about
like,
fucking
you
finances.
You could get fucking signed to a label, like... But if you're not doing anything, it's not going to do anything for you.
Right,
you know what I mean? You have to work 100%.
Exactly.
So I had the work ethic.
Yeah.
I didn't have the plugs.
Yeah.
Now I do.
Yeah.
And then when I seen this, like the split wasn't like I wasn't there for the money. Now I am because it's my job.
Yeah.
And like, why would I be giving a certain amount percent to other cunts when I can keep it 100% my way?
Of course.
You know what I mean?
Exactly.
It might take a little bit longer, but when it starts coming in, it's all good. Like there's no stress at all.
Yep. How'd you find the business over there with Golden Era and that?
Good, bro.
Business
Like
always good?
no dramas at all.
Yeah.
Like shout out Ben. He's always been very honest. Like there's no anything like that I asked would be there. Everything would be shown to me.
Sick.
Yeah, like I looked after really well there. It was good, man.
I'm always interested in that sort of. I mean, I know it's not major label, but it is a major look. You know, at very least, you know. So, like, I'm always interested in the experiences artists have in that label or in that environment, you know, no matter what age group, man, because, you know, like, this shit's been going on forever. I mean, you were even saying who was following Golden Era, who was looking at you then, and, like, there was some money put on the table, but it was for 20 songs and...
Oh, yeah, so it was after Golden Era, I got pushed to Universal for a major, and then this was pre-COVID, by the way, not now, because, I had a pretty good buzz and it was rolling. Shit was happening.
Yeah, 100%.
You know? So it was good.
100%.
And then they pushed me to Universal because GE didn't have, like they said, they have nothing else to offer me, which was like fair enough, was sick.
Yeah.
And
But
then
hold on a sec. But by nothing else, what like what, they couldn't do anything? You'd outgrown them?
Yeah, I've outgrown them. Like,
Yeah,
like
right.
the budget. Like if I wanted to, I wanted to do bigger stuff. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Universal took over a lot of
Yeah.
Australian stuff when Obese backed out.
Yeah.
We bought all of their leftover stock.
That's right. I have heard that story. Yeah.
A lot of those.
And these are all still sitting on like Bliss and SOTs and fucking 360 Ts and
The women's obese tees.
that's
Oh,
right.
what?
All that stuff. We bought all that dead stock.
Yeah, I need an obese.
So
tee.
so what the obese
Artists in the distribution, so they were still holding the rights, but I believe the distribution.
is he on mic? Should we put Gav on mic? I don't know if you could even be heard, but yeah. But so the obese stuff went up with Universal.
Yes.
Okay.
Distribution went across to Universal.
Right. And then the music went back to the artists.
I think they picked who they wanted.
Of course. But what made you not take that path? You just saw the business and you were like,
I heard what I made with 5 songs over 20 songs,
Yep.
and I thought, fuck that.
I'm
getting rorted here, bro. Like holy shit.
Yeah.
That's majors, but
Yeah, dude.
that's fucking majors.
That's what they're there for, man.
And like these kids think because they see their favorite artist doing heaps of shit, like they're getting rorted, man.
Yeah,
like once
dude.
if it flops,
Yeah.
they're in it forever. Like if you're not a Kid Leroy, you know what I mean. It's gonna be very hard for you, bro.
Dude, you're an anomaly, man. If you're
Exactly.
a Kid Leroy,
you know what I
they're
mean.
fucking-
It's very hard. So I would very encourage the independent bars. Don't get me wrong. If something comes up and it seems right and you feed the family, go for it.
Yeah.
But independently. Yeah, get a fucking lawyer.
Get a
100%.
lawyer,
Listen to my
dude.
manager. Get a fucking lawyer.
Man, I remember I used to listen to this fucking podcast years ago, Combat Jack, and this dude was a music industry lawyer, and he used to say, get those contracts, go 3 pages from the back, and then fucking, he reckons, go 3 pages from the back and go to the middle of that contract and look at that fucking fine type through there, because that's where all the bullshit is, man. 3 pages from the back,
100%.
right at the fucking bottom in fine
Bro,
type.
I'll tell you
know?
right now, when I got the GE contract, I didn't even look at it.
Yeah.
Sign that cunt straight away.
Yeah.
Fucking oath.
Just fucking dive on it.
Straight out, bro.
Sign it in blood, prick your
Bro,
fucking
yeah,
finger.
fucking
And
oath. For starters, and like another thing is, I was like, GE cunt. I grew up listening to
Exactly.
these blokes. Like, what do you
Yeah.
fucking mean, bro?
yeah, dude.
Like,
yeah,
grew up
yeah.
listening to Trials and Fun Calls. Like, it's
Yeah.
it's just a dream come true being on a like. When would you ever picture that as a kid? You know, like
Dude.
never in
You
a
know?
million years. So yeah,
And at what age? You were what? 2019?
2019. What age was I? I think I was like 21,
21.
maybe 21,
Yeah.
22. Yeah, I think
That's
so.
a fucking, that is a dream. That is, dude.
Yeah,
if I could have got that look at 22, that's bro. That infrastructure wasn't even in place
Yeah.
when we were doing it at 22. Like, nah, man. There was not a label, not a fucking anything looking at it. People were creating their own labels just to put out a record.
Yeah, but
you know,
that's fucking dope. The grind like that's not
Yeah,
there anymore.
yeah.
Everyone just wants to be there for that one song.
well, it's
you know
also
what
the
I mean?
grind is on a platform now.
That's
it's
it.
less on a
Yeah,
stage. It's
digital-
less.
yeah, exactly.
It's less in the fucking
It's
field.
more marketing than fucking actually
It
talent.
is, bro.
100%.
It is.
And like, yeah, nah, the fucking. I think it started really like being like, holy shit, we were actually doing this when we were touring with the Hoods. Like that was when it was like, fuck, what the fuck is going on, cunt?
Yeah, bro. Yeah,
like
yeah,
crazy,
yeah, yeah,
15,000 people for it. And this is why I respect them so much, bro. Like, for them to get me on for starters, and then every city, they will get me to come play Cosby Sweater to the sold out crowds
Shit.
and do my old verse. And that verse I wrote when I was 14 years old.
Shit.
So I'm spitting a verse that I've never used before. Like, it
Yeah.
was just like a cipher verse
Dude.
on Cosby Sweater inside of 15,000 people 10 years after I wrote it, you know what I mean? So
Wow.
it's like fucking, it's mind-blowing shit. It didn't
Yeah.
sink in as well, bro, until like I went to see them live, like when they came to Perth last time, and I actually stood in the crowd before I went and go to see them. I was like, fuck me, cunt. This is huge, bro. Like, this
Yeah.
is a big venue, bro.
Yeah.
And yeah, no, it was very, shout out to the Hoods, man. Like, humble people. Sometimes you meet your idols and they're fucking tossers.
Yeah.
And like these dudes,
Yeah.
bro, like for who they are and what they are,
Dude.
they are like
Yeah.
hats off. Like,
It's bigger than
fucking-
hip hop with the Hoods, man. Like, they are the biggest act in the country, full stop.
man,
Like,
like,
touring,
bro,
recording artists. Like,
Like,
just
to see
you know.
them get a crowd going more than Eminem, that just says
And
it's
what, 80,000 people in those fucking stadiums.
bro, nuts.
Fuck.
Absolutely nuts.
Insane.
Like fucking yeah. props
How
to
did their
those
crowds?
dudes.
How did their crowds respond to you?
Good.
Because I have a Hilltop Hoods experience in that 750 supported Hilltop Hoods on the hard road, sold out
Oh,
arena up
sick.
here. Yeah, so they came to Brisbane and we supported them in the Fun Cause, and we went out on stage, sold out arena. It's like 6,000 people in
Yeah.
there or something like that. Man, these motherfuckers damn near booed us off the stage. I've told this story on here before, but these cunts are just chanting Hilltop,
Oh, no.
Hilltop over the top of us, man. And we're supposedly the hometown favourites at the time,
No.
hence why we're on the bill.
Yeah,
But we're
100%.
just getting fucking booed, man.
Fuck.
We got through it, dude. We did
Yeah,
40
yeah,
minutes,
you have
bro.
to, you have to,
we
you have
did
to
our
get
40
through it.
minutes,
With your tears in your eyes, but you got to push
cunt.
through.
It was just getting to a point,
shit.
right? It was getting to a point where it's like, don't stop the song. I remember we were talking like, we're just fucking eyeing off Gav on, because sometimes you'd stop the joints for the fucking hype
For the
up. And
hype up,
it's
yeah.
like, no, don't stop a
Just
song.
keep rapping,
Just push through, man.
through
Let's
this
get
shit.
through this fucking thing.
100%.
The minute we would stop or there was a lull, you would just hear Hilltop start again.
100%.
How'd you go?
Bro, I got a funny story actually. Can I grab some water or
Yeah,
something,
please, man. Any drinks, Gav? Is there a drink just fucking in the...
I had the fucking... Oh, bro, I would love a Southern Comfort. And is that ginger ale?
Fucking done.
Holy fuck, bro. It's like he's actually
There
prepared
it
for
is.
me.
You had a
They don't
glass,
even know that
Russ.
I'm a fucking rider, the dogs.
Russ is getting a glass.
That's cracker. That just made my night. Day.
Hey?
Arvo.
Pour it into
Pour
a
it in
Butte.
the billy, eh?
It is a fucking... What is it, a water cooler?
Yeah, the water pourer, eh?
Pour it into the water pourer.
That is a nice beaker. What are they, 18 or 14?
You just put out a run of these. Or
Yeah,
run of
yeah, yeah,
fucking
I put
bugs,
out
eh?
some-
Or
some-
water
some
water pourers or
Shadow
whatever.
water pourer
Get
bubblies.
one up in one of those pens. Start graphing.
Yeah, for sure, bro. For sure. Yeah, no, my first... So me and Bass, fucking... Our first show, Melbourne, Rod Laver is Lavender?
Oh, Rod Laver Arena.
Rod Laver, Rod Laver. We
Yeah.
played there.
Yeah.
Fucking first show for the Hoods. Thought I killed it. My last track didn't work on the USB.
Oh, no shit.
Right?
Yeah.
And this is where I first learned out about time.
Yeah.
Like time, when you're doing shit like this, time fucking matters.
Yeah, bro, 100%.
Know what I mean? Thanks, bro. And fucking, yeah.
Brother.
So I'm jumping off stage all high and mighty. And I'm like fucking sick. Like we just killed this set. And the stage manager is just sitting there like this, like tapping his watch. And he goes, "What the fuck was that?"
Yeah.
First set for the Hoods,
yeah.
bro. And I'm like,
Yeah.
and he's like, "Fucking, you finished fucking 5 minutes early." There was 5 minutes of fucking silence because it was unplanned. So Nino didn't jump on straight away.
Yeah.
And yeah, fucking straight away, but went straight into the green room, put like two more songs on the set. Next set at Rod Laver because we played back to back. Came and smashed it.
Yep.
Went straight up to him after that, and I was like, "How was that?" And he said,
Yeah.
So no, it was good. That was the only bad experience. And like every set I did with them, I'd go up to the manager, shout out Dill, and I'd ask, "How did I do?"
Yeah.
And I'd get tips.
Yeah,
By
bro.
the third show, there was no more tips to give. Like, which was
That's
good. Like from going to a fucking stage that big too. This is a funny story as well.
That's what I was gonna say. Like stepping on massive stages.
Bro, so like I played those shows, and please don't take this as bragging at all. Like I'm not trying to brag. I'm not that type of person.
Yeah.
I played those shows. This is I'll just show you that I'm not bragging. I played those shows, right? The next week I think I went back to Perth. I supported some fuckhead. He was supposed to
Some
be.
fuckhead.
Oh yeah, he knows what's his name? Fucking camouflage.
I don't know.
No, don't you reckon? Fuck him. Anyways, supported some dickhead, very arrogant dickhead,
Yeah.
that was supposed to be very big, and he had like 4 people in his crowd. So I've just gone from playing 14,000 to fucking 4 people,
Yeah.
but the energy stays the same.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It always stays the same regardless.
Yeah.
And I had more fun playing to the 4 people than I did to the 14,000 people.
Yeah, of course. It's more
I don't-
intimate too, dude. It's
Exactly.
just like, yeah.
And this is another thing I'll give props to the Hoods for, bro. Like those dudes are like some old, no disrespect, some old boys, but
Yeah.
holy fuck, to get bro.
Do they go?
Like they run, man. They like it's not like a fucking
No.
like walk to the stage. I'm talking like
Yeah.
and it's non-stop, man. Like it's
Dude.
a workout, bro. And it was fucking.
They're
it
in
was,
stadiums, bro. Then they're on those massive stages,
Dude.
like podiums where they
Oh,
walk out
man,
into the
it's a
center and the
fucking-
fucking pyrotechnics go
Bro,
off. and-
yeah, fucking,
Unreal, eh?
It's too much, man.
It's a fucking machine, dude.
Yeah, definitely.
And being involved in that, man, that's got to be an experience. Like
Oh,
you were saying,
definitely.
finishing 5 minutes early, man, it's not supposed to run like that.
No.
you know?
Like
yeah,
it's very
yeah.
professional stuff, and like
Yeah.
even besides all of that stuff, the fucking shit that goes to actually running that show.
Oh.
When we were doing ours, like when they were doing their set, by the last show, like last song of their set, they've got a whole fucking crew of like dudes in high vis ready to pack that shit up like that, bro. As soon as that last song finishes, it's just boom. Like it's
hell.
clockwork, man. And then they're
Dude.
driving to the next city.
Yeah.
Like it's
yeah,
fucking
yeah,
nuts,
yeah,
man.
yeah,
Like what
yeah.
those dudes do,
That's
right?
an industry, isn't it, at that
It
point?
is.
It's
And
not even
like-
a fucking group. It's an industry at that
Another
point.
thing that happened that probably no one really knows about unless like you're close with me is fucking got home to Perth. Fuck my life. Got home to Perth, not because of that. And fucking I get a message from Ben and it's like, "Do you have your passport?" And I was like, "Nah, not an Aussie citizen yet. And my South African one is expired. And the embassy would have taken ages to give me one."
Yeah,
I knew exactly what they were asking for.
Yeah.
And they're like, "Mojo Juju dropped out. We want you as main support for South America. 50 shows
50 shows across
in
South
a tour,
America.
in a tour bus.
Oh.
America and South America."
Dude.
And I couldn't make it.
Oh, fuck.
But how I look at it is like if they wanted me there, they
Yeah.
obviously see something in. So obviously I got
Yeah.
to keep going. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But,
But
that
that's
was a
what I mean.
fucking-
That's almost like a one-off fucking. That's.
Hey, but I
Where you
spoke
gonna get that, you
I
know,
spoke to fucking Freeze about it when I seen him last, and I was like, "How was the tour?" And he was like, "Bro, I was gangster until fucking a week. Like you're staying with every cunt in the bus. He was like,
Oh,
it's fucking
dude.
hectic, bro.
Yeah, bro.
Can't shit."
Oh, dude,
Man,
we be in
love to
Tarago
them.
sometimes, man. Just fucking even 8 hours in a Tarago with a person, like
Too
you know,
much,
just,
eh?
yeah, fucking 8 people in one fucking tiny van, sitting on bags and shit.
Oh yeah,
and,
no, fuck that.
and some of us would start drinking, you know, you'd start drinking just, you know, and then other cunts aren't drinking, so they hate
Yeah,
you
they
because
hate
you're
you,
fucking
yeah.
drinking. It's just like, fucking
This
this
alcoholic
shit.
cunt.
Yeah, dude, it's combustible, man, in those fucking things. That's a crazy the experience, dude. That is
yeah, man.
something.
It was very breathtaking.
Yeah.
Like nerves hit me at first when I first did the first show, but after that, it's like you're going to like a tunnel vision. I don't know if about anyone else when you're performing, but you don't really you see like a couple heads in the crowd, but you don't really focus on what's really going on. Like I'm just focusing on getting my set right, perfect, and making sure that everyone is happy. You know what I mean?
But you also step like on stages that big. It's like it lacks the intimacy that
Yeah,
you know, like you said, the
100%.
four
You can't
people,
work it.
you just
You
fucking
can't-
kill those
exactly,
four cunts.
Exactly.
You know, like
but also, I feel like a big stage is easier to work.
yeah.
In a sense, because there's so many people, it's gonna look good anyway.
Yep.
Like I said before, it's monkey see, monkey do when you're performing.
Yep.
But when you're performing to four cunts, it's pretty hard to get four people dancing when you're intimate.
Yeah, dude.
Some could be looking and look at this weird cunt rapping on the mic. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So yeah, it's like pros and cons with the big and the small
course.
shows. I prefer intimate shows.
Yeah.
Like I like being close and sweaty with the fans. You know.
Yeah.
But
it also helps. It also
it also helps.
builds that
100%.
stage persona, you know.
100%,
Like, to be a live.
100%.
There's a difference between being a fucking an MC and a fucking live MC, a live
bro.
performer, bro.
I take live performances very seriously, and I wish you could have been there last night. But wait till the next one, bro, because this stuff here is the first time I've been singing. Like and using more auto tune. Like normally I've just been rapping.
Yeah.
But like it's an hour set, and I never perform for an hour. It's always like 30 minutes or so. But like it's fucking different, very different, and a lot of energy, bro. And like the way it's done is up, down, up, down. It's not just fucking boom and then you crash. You know, it's a very it's actual show.
Yeah.
It's a show now, which is dope.
I like how you guys are fucking applying yourself, man. Like this, just this next generation, man. The way, like, it's you know, it's fucking here. It's in the moment. It's like it's also what like the album thing. Like, you know, you've released mostly EPs and singles, right?
I did so far. I've done 4 EPs.
Yeah.
So I've done the Grime Down Under, but I've done a double EP that day. So I've done Grime Down Under and School's Out.
Is it worth doing an album, do you think? Like, is it worth at this point doing 12
Nah,
songs, trying to create something with skits?
Why
and
the
fucking...
fuck would you do that when you can make more money and break it up into three EPs, do 3 different tours?
That's it, I suppose.
That's
that's logic.
You know what I mean? Like it's not that, which sucks, man. Like there's no attention span any day.
No, it's not there anymore.
It's not there anymore at all.
No.
And especially for the shit I want to do, because I still live in that old school mentality where it's like, I want to make 10-minute videos, which we did. We did like, oh yeah, that was fucking dope. That 8-minute video.
Yeah.
And the attention span stayed with that, which was dope.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's not there anymore. I don't reckon for an album, like you can, if you're in it for like the money, all good. But if you're in it for the art, all good. Do your album, no worries. I don't reckon I'll release an album anytime soon. I'd rather do EPs.
It's quicker, more direct.
It's quicker, and like I feel like shit gets lost in the sauce. You know what I mean? Like I hate when your favorite song doesn't get listened to the most. You know what I mean? And like that's happened a lot with me before because it's on a project. You know what I mean? So I feel like I'm gonna try a different sort of technique next year, where it'll be like 3-tracker EPs, or just go single every fucking 3 months. But like that'll just be consistently. But it's all stacked up. Like I said, COVID just got me into the studio, and now I've got this massive catalog. Like Blackout was made 3 years ago.
Fuck,
so imagine,
really?
exactly. Like, That's Okay. The video was filmed 2 years ago. And then we've just held on because what's the point of spending all this money independently if I can't make it back? So we held off until the borders open. The borders open, and now we're fucking here, boys.
Yeah, dude. Yeah, straight up. Fucking in the River City, live and direct,
Fucking
man.
oath.
And on this podcast, it's a fucking dude. I'm stoked to have his Danny, man. It's good to get that energy too. It's fucking crazy because it was an album thing for us. It was always albums. You know, you drop 12s, you drop singles, of course, but there wasn't the platform for whatever. But even it's funny because fucking a friend of mine said to me yesterday, they said, what happened to the third verse? Like, whatever happened to a third verse?
That's funny that
there
you
is
say
no
that.
third verses
That is
on
funny
fucking
that you say
anything
that.
anymore. Unless it's a posse cut, unless it's 3 MCs.
That is funny that you
What
say
happened
that.
to the fucking third verse? But even I don't consume my music like that anymore. So I'm an album dude, and I sit on wax. Like I don't play my vinyl like I used to because it's all just fucking on my phone. But even still, man, I'm going through albums and I'm just playing the songs I want to hear these days
exactly,
too.
100%.
You know. But the third
100%.
fucking verse, where'd the third verse go?
So we were just speaking that, like me and my manager were
drag on
speaking
it?
about that.
Thanks,
was
Gus.
fucking
Cheers, bro.
it just goes back to attention span, bro. The attention span of you don't need to. And you know what? This is this is where the fucking third verse is gone. TikTok.
There's no time for it.
Cunts are fucking making 20-second songs for TikTok. They're dedicating their life to make a TikTok song or this fucking real song. When then you're losing your essence, you're losing your fucking everything. It's not real anymore. It's just making something for something. So there's no attention span. It's all for kids. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's not the right thing.
Yeah.
I'll
Yeah,
still
that's
fucking,
that's a trip, eh?
I'll bar out till the beat fucking ends, bro. Like,
Yeah,
there's not even
yeah.
fucking 8 minutes. Let's go,
Yeah,
bro.
yeah.
There's no fucking.
That's a trip, dude. Yeah, I'd fucking see. I don't even think that shit. That shit don't even exist in my world, almost, man. Like, you
Nah,
know, like.
yeah.
And then I was fucking heard recently. Actually, my missus was watching like TikToks, and I'm like, what the fuck? It was Beat Nuts. Like, it's an old Beat Nuts song. This old '90s group, Siakabo.
Siakabo.
Jesus Christ! I was like, man,
But you
Siakabo. This song's from 1996.
See, this is another thing we could speak about, though. Is like, it's working in a way because these old artists are getting their bags now because
It's cool, yeah.
because of this shit.
Yeah,
like
dude.
for example,
Because
that
I said to my
fucking-
wife, I'm like, that's fucking Beat Nuts. She's like, oh, it's just some. I'm like, what the
bro,
fuck?
like look at Fleetwood Mac. That Fleetwood Mac, because of that skateboarding video, they would have made fucking millions off the streams of that, man. It's
What was
just-
that? A skateboarding
like
video?
like this dude skateboarding, fucking and he was just drinking like a juice or something, but it
Oh,
went
yeah.
mad viral.
Yeah.
But it was an old school song, you know what I mean?
Yep.
But because it's gone viral, that he's gonna get royalties from that shit. It's
Yeah.
just nuts how it works like that, you
Yeah,
know? And
yeah.
like, no, 100%. I also noticed that like these old songs are popping up now.
Yeah, fucking spun me out, dude. When I heard
Yeah,
that song. I
definitely.
was just like,
And you know
what
what's
the fuck?
funny? The generation probably thinks that it's the song that was released in 2022.
No shit, eh?
It's nuts, man. It's
Yeah,
fucking
yeah.
nuts.
Yeah.
But yeah, the third verse needs to come back.
Yeah, dude. I'm just like, man.
Fuck it, let's start doing 5 verses. Show me
Dude, you
you
go
can
back to
rap.
like, man, you go to like 80s rap, Eric B and Rakim and shit like that.
Oh,
There was five.
shit.
There was 5-minute songs.
Right, yeah, exactly.
5-minute songs,
Exactly,
dude. Like,
exactly.
fucking,
And
that
you
was
switch it up every single.
that was a joint.
back-to-back.
But it also like, but in saying that, I mean, it does go back even to the 90s with the DJ because a traditional DJ in the club, it was fucking the first verse and hook and out.
And out.
That was what it was. And the
That's
DJ kept the record moving.
That's it.
That's what you did. You never played a whole fucking song. It had to
100%.
it had to jump from the jump.
From the
you
jump,
know?
yeah, exactly.
You know,
exactly,
straight up.
Exactly.
That's what it was.
That's weird how it develops and how it goes. I find like music and fashion in general and stuff like that. It does that.
Yeah.
Like, you know, it'll evolve
Yeah,
and then it'll go
it
back
fucking
to what it was.
Yeah.
It'll like take stuff from where it comes from and go back. It's very weird how it does that.
It's an interesting one, mate. It's
Very interesting, brother.
But so fucking COVID hits, and man, you just get to work.
Yeah.
Or how does COVID impact your career? Because things are fucking starting to take off for you.
Oh, bro, so fucking what? Got Maxo Tour cream. I'm not Maxo Tour cream. Maxo Tour Maxo Cream Tour. That was every state here in Australia plus New Zealand. Had all my tickets booked for that. Had the YBN Corday tour. That was cancelled. Fucking I lost like 4 or 5 tours. I had Listen Out, I had GTM booked. Festivals were getting booked. Yeah, bro, it was there. Like it was time, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And then, this thing, brother.
Man, courtesy of 420. Look at this. It's fucking Bugue Central
And
around here, man.
fucking
Bugue fucking
oath.
country. Look at this fucking. What is this?
It's God's titty. It's God's titty.
God's
It's
breast. God's titty.
It's God's titty.
Oh shit, man! I hit that split before. It's fucking enough for me.
Yeah, that thing's crazy, eh?
That is, eh?
Nah, but yeah, bro, the fucking the COVID hit, and yeah, I just got trapped in the studio, and started working, man. Like, no tomorrow. I don't know.
You working from home? Like you got your own studio set
Nah, I
up?
wish I did, bro. I've never had the patience
Me
to fucking
either.
do that
Me
shit.
either. I
like-
never learnt it, man.
Nah, I never learned it.
But
I
at
wish
this
I-
age, I wish I had. You know, it's kind of
Exact
something
same.
I would
Exact
recommend
same.
anyone. You know?
Especially now because I'm more of an artist that wants to experiment. Like, you know what I mean? Like, and
And
now
particularly if you're on your grind and you're pumping something out you want to drop at that consistency, you got to rely upon someone else.
That's exactly it. It slows you down a bit.
Yeah.
But we're trying to look for a space at the moment where we're gonna create a hub,
Yeah.
and I can literally work out there and 24/7, 24/7.
yeah,
But
yeah.
man, like the next sort of music that's coming out is gonna blow cunts away.
Oh yeah. I'll bet.
Like, I can't wait to show people what's about to come, man.
Yeah.
Like, there's so much stuff happening, and it's just getting better and better each time, which is scary for me.
yeah.
Like, so I can't wait, and I'm glad that people are actually jumping on board with what I'm doing now as well, because it's not the same shadow that I was 5 years ago. You know,
dude.
I'm not that aggressive. cunt that wants to break people's jaws in his raps. And
But that's
shit,
also
so.
like you're almost fucking. That's a generation almost right there in 5 or 6 years, and then boom, you keep moving. You just
Yeah,
keep
well, I
fucking
feel like
rolling, dude.
people don't understand. Like, if it wasn't, it sounds like we're bragging, but if it wasn't for Get Bodied, there wouldn't be what's fucking happening right now. Like, if it wasn't for the Nerve, Chillin' It, me, 111, Husky, fucking Mitch Ostermenace, if it wasn't for us, like Scrub, Wombat, like when we did that,
Posse Shot
what we
coming
did
through.
that, bro,
Yeah.
and then Posse Shot came through as well. Fucking right, like we were saying,
With a different energy, though.
they
like,
made
they're different.
the boom bap cool again.
Yeah,
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And fucking, if it wasn't for that shift in culture, fuck knows where we would be right now. You know what I mean? There was no
You
trap.
guys really took it fucking somewhere different, eh? But would you say post?
We got hate for that, bro.
Well,
Like,
but would you say post Cursor? Like, I mean, Cursor kind of comes through.
Cursor.
I mean, it
all right,
felt
so
to me.
Curse-
It felt to me like a lot of you guys took a lot of cues from what Cursor did. Cursor harnessed the internet early,
100%.
and fucking boom, you know.
Curse does not get the props he deserves, bro. He needs to get his flowers, man.
He's
like,
a fucking legend at this
and you know,
stage, man.
this is what I love, right? So Cursor does his thing. Fucking Triple J don't want to fuck with him, right?
Aria don't want to fuck with him.
No one wants to
wants
fuck with him, right? Because it's this fucking gutter rap, right?
Yeah.
10 years move on.
Yeah.
Shanks and Shivs, all this shit.
Yeah.
They can get played on Triple J, right?
Yeah,
Cursor
how the
comes
fuck is
out.
that?
I don't know, bro.
I don't know.
Then Cursor
That's
does
deep.
this. This is what, from an artist point of view, Cursor comes out with Winner. Does that not sound like it should be played on Triple J every day?
Bro.
They would have been fucking spewing, bro.
Yeah.
They would have been spewing. They didn't jump on board.
They took a stance too early, and like, man, I can't even pretend to understand. I mean, I never fuck with the radio, man.
Straight up, bro.
Like,
I'll
the
say
radio's
it
fucking
right here.
shit.
Fuck. I don't fuck. I don't fuck with Triple J because it made me as an artist think for so long that I had to make something to get on something when you don't need to do that.
Yeah.
A lot of artists are told by labels and people around them like, we need to make this radio friendly. Fuck that. Make what sounds good, cunt. Make what sounds feels right. Like you don't need to make music for someone else. Like, nah, you lose your essence then.
Yeah, dude.
Like 100%. All my shit that I've made through just being excited and after tours and shit have been my
Passion,
best
dude.
songs. Exactly. Yeah. Like I'm not trying to make songs for Triple J anymore. And ever since I've stopped doing that, I've become a better artist.
Yeah.
So no, it's been
you
good.
become more you, dude.
Exactly.
Like, you're not fucking. It's not a facade at that
No,
point.
exactly.
It's
It's
not,
not fake.
trying
It's not
to
fake, bro.
fucking
It's not fake.
appeal to something. You know,
There's
like
a
I
lot
mean,
of it.
even for us, like I mean, that inevitably is the look, isn't it? Like, and you know that look can grow you exponentially.
Definitely,
that
bro.
look can take
Definitely.
that fucking song from the internet to the country.
100%.
That look can put you on festival stages,
100%.
put you in front of 80,000 people,
100%.
and that's the importance of what they do. But what they do, I don't know. Like, I
feel
think
like
there's
it's-
integrity in How and the hip hop show and that, so I won't take anything from him. But in terms of Triple J itself,
Yeah,
as a
no, no,
large
definitely.
entity,
Shout out
I
How.
can't fuck with it.
I
Man.
feel like it's
the
a
radio's
lot-
just shit, dude.
I feel like
just
it's
shit.
gatekeeping.
It
A
is,
lot of
you know.
fucking gatekeeping.
How
bro.
always represented for hip
That's
hop,
why,
and How
bro.
always.
I reached out to him when they said that he left.
Yeah.
I reached out to him on a personal tip, and I was like, "Thank you." So saying the same thing. Like as an artist coming up, we were always drained to make a song for Triple J.
Yeah, dude.
So I appreciate you actually giving us that chance to actually be listened to on those hip hop
Yeah.
nights. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
When no one else would play us during the week.
Yeah.
So like, yeah, I feel like it's a lot of gatekeeping, and man, I got a lot of friends that make music that are radio friendly.
Yeah.
If not, could be the biggest thing in the country tomorrow.
Yeah,
You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
but you just got to be picked up. It's just
Yeah.
timing, and like, yeah,
Who's the biggest thing on fucking Triple J? Like, what's the biggest hip hop artist being played on Triple J today?
fuck.
Well, probably still the Hoods.
Yeah, Hoods for sure, bro.
Yeah, yeah.
Hoods like fucking.
But who's like? I know they're bumping a bit of Nerve nowadays.
Yeah,
Who
they've
else
been
is
pumping the
fucking-
Nerve. That new fucking Wasted song by Nerve was like, you know what I mean?
That was getting
big.
some love, and then he
That's
also
big.
did that like a version and shit
Yeah,
like
the like
that.
a version, fucking
You know,
oath.
so I've seen him getting a bit of love over there, but
Definitely.
fucking,
Kid Leroy's, I've been smashing the Kid Leroy.
really, they're
as
on the Kid
well.
Leroy.
Yeah, bro.
Yeah.
Man,
see,
they-
I turned the radio off
see-
fucking
see, that's-
15 years
see,
ago and I
this
haven't
is
turned it
the
back
thing.
on.
This is another thing, like another thing that pisses me off is like the whole thing with Cursor. The same thing is like you didn't show Cursor love when he was doing this shit fucking 10, 15 years ago or whatever.
Yeah.
But now that it's popular, oh fuck, we got to jump on it. We got to play drill. We got to play fucking UK Stormzy. Like, fuck off, cunt. Like, seriously, man. Support your Triple J. You're Australian. Support what's in here. And I still don't see why there's no Australian full festivals, like hip hop festival. What the fuck's wrong with that?
Dude.
Like, man,
They've tried them in the past.
I've
but,
always said, like, where's Sprung? What the fuck happened with that?
Bro, yeah. It lasted 2 years. Yeah.
Who was
Did they
doing
even
that?
take it? Did they take it to Melbourne or something?
No,
You were supposed to, eh? I played both Sprungs.
Bro, my homie Jose
both of them.
Halftime, like shout out Halftime, second person I ever recorded music with. He won the contest to come over, and he was the only artist from Perth who came over and played Sprung like as like a contest winner.
Yeah.
Who was
Complete came over for a Sprung.
I think it was the second one he came on. Yeah,
you're right.
and it was fucking the Wizard of Oz. I was
Wizard of
running
Oz.
like that's right, bro.
Yeah.
That was one thing I wanted to get over for because I was like, holy fuck, bro! Like everyone is at a festival.
That was something, eh?
Dude.
That's
and like
right.
Perth used to have dope block parties as well.
Yeah.
But I was too young to go to those fucking things.
Yeah.
It was whack.
Yeah.
See, I missed yours.
Yeah. That was
fucking,
one time we came to Perth.
Who else
The
came?
only
Fucking
time.
that I missed was fucking. I always missed Clandestine.
It was always such an expensive trip. Like they can't like flying anyone on the East Coast over. It's and it's a liability
That's
too because
another
you don't
thing,
know when
like-
you're going to get the numbers through the door. Back then.
Like this is what I try to tell artists myself as well. Is like I'm from Perth. Like I've always flown myself over. Only like the last 2 tours, I make my money now. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But before that, when 50-50, and Fraction says that the first things he says is, this is not a paid event.
Yeah.
Like you make your way there, you spit, all good.
Yeah.
I came to every 50-50
dude.
because every time I came, I made a bigger impact on my career and I got a bigger following.
Of course.
Can't put a price on that.
Dude,
You
no
know what
way.
I mean?
That's the
So,
grind,
like,
bro.
Oh, 100%,
Bro.
bro. And like the stories me and Bass have, like of the hostels and shit we were doing in the hostels because of this stuff, it's fucking crazy.
Yeah.
And to see us going from these 1-bedroom hostels
Yeah.
to like staying in our own apartments, it's cool, bro. You know.
But
it's
you're
a
also,
fucking-
well, not to cut you off, but you're also now planning, and like you were saying to me, now you fly from here to Melbourne, so you stay on this side of the country, and you do it smarter.
Do it
so you don't
smarter.
go home,
You don't go home.
then go
Oh,
back.
no,
you're
no,
losing
no,
fucking, you're
Jesus
losing
Christ,
$600
bro.
each on flights.
And like
fucking,
not even that. Like I feel like the main reason I'm staying, like 90% of the reason I'm staying is to network. 10% is to save money.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yep.
And like, yeah, fuck, bro. It's just so different now. Like I feel like I had the opportunity to kick back from COVID, reassess everything, realize that we can do this and do it better by ourselves.
Yeah.
So like, no label, independent, got our own team with me, and we started fucking killing it, man. The EP's doing well. No paid promo.
Yeah.
It was like fucking paid promo for the shows. That was it. But I never promoted no music like that.
Yeah.
But I splashed on the movies and like all the other stuff.
The
like-
videos are fucking
Thank you, bro. Thank
something
you.
special,
Thank you,
dude.
bro.
High
Different.
quality.
Thank
That's what
you,
I
bro.
thought. I was like, man, these videos are fucking Christ. That's on some shit.
Stressful.
Yeah.
Fuck me. Stressful.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, worth it. man.
Labor intensive, like
and labor intensive and money wise, man. Like fucking, like.
a lot of money goes into that, and there's not
Yeah,
necessarily
bro.
an immediate
I'm
return
not-
on that.
Oh, bro, like
on that
especially on
investment,
YouTube,
you
no
know?
way, bro.
Nah.
Like fucking, I won't make that back for another fucking couple of years,
Exactly.
you know, from YouTube.
Yeah,
but
yeah.
I just had to do it because if I didn't jump in and say I spent this much money on that, I wouldn't do it in the long run.
Yeah, dude.
I'd be one of those artists who are like, oh fuck that, bro, that's too expensive. I'll go get it for cheaper.
Yeah.
When you do that, you stay in the same lane.
Yeah, bro.
But like,
Yeah.
I feel like the next plan is to less money on YouTube stuff, more money on marketing. That's the more like it's more business stuff now.
Yeah,
So no, it's good. I've got a really good management team behind me. Not
Yeah.
even a management team, just my one manager.
Your team.
And like and the team's
Yeah.
fucking good, man. It's really good.
In terms of marketing, like what do you do? Do you do more product? Do you hire PR? Do you fucking do you invest the money over into that? You know, like
What do we do? What do we do with the marketing?
Next year we're doing proper PR.
Yeah.
But like this year was nothing.
This year was distribution.
Oh, it was just distro, just
Yeah.
distro through Ditto.
Yeah.
Through Ditto. So there we
Okay.
did distro through Ditto with Gamirez. Shout out Gamirez, fucking homie, doing a lot for the scene. And then nothing else from that. Like it was just no money put in behind that. But if we can pull in those money like numbers organically, I'm like it'll shock me what I'll do if I pay for my
Yeah.
views. But like that's another thing you see, bro, is like as soon as I left the label, like the next song I dropped was literally a month after or something, and the
Yeah.
views were literally like bang.
What dropped?
Bro, it dropped.
Yeah,
I'm talking,
noticeable
like,
drop.
Not noticeable like as fuck.
What is that? Why? Like how much bigger? So there's a bit more money
I
involved.
straight up think that
more promotion.
bro,
they can
I
afford it.
straight up think that views are fake. Some views are fake, straight
Yeah,
up.
yeah,
like
yeah,
when
yeah.
you're paying
Oh, a
for
lot of
views,
views are,
like
yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
like the money behind it, and like you'll get that straight up. When you put fucking that much money behind a video to pop up on every fucking's, like for example, if your video pops up during an ad, it's a view.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So like that could happen to every
Yeah.
people, and it counts as a view.
Yeah, true.
Little cheat codes that they do, you know what I mean? They
To
get
drive the
favors.
numbers.
Exactly, 100%. But like, I rather the organic because that's who's going to be there in the long run. And a lot of playlists, exactly.
Yeah.
Like-
the playlist is a fucking thing. Eh?
Oh,
Them,
man,
like, you know,
fucking-
a Spotify playlist or an Apple playlist and shit like that. Like, yeah, 100%.
That's it. They control
But
it.
dude, you know what? This fucking podcast, there is nothing but us, and we are fucking in Spotify's top music podcasts.
That's good, but
Like alongside fucking, like you look, you'll see the Beers Beats and the Biz logo. It'll be say ABC such and such podcast on that side, and it'll be fucking Drinks Champs on the other.
Drink Chat. That's
You know, like
sick,
it's like,
bro. That's
man,
dope.
and we're just
That's
fucking
sick.
doing this from here, bro.
That's sick.
You know,
That's
like
good.
so on the popular music podcast, you know that the fucking Kyle and Jackie O, there's fucking mega promotion behind that.
100%,
So their
bro.
fucking names there, even Spanian and them like that. But then you scroll across and Beers Beats and the Biz is next to the ABC one and the fucking whatever.
Exactly.
It's
It
fucking
tells you
bug,
you're
dude.
doing something right.
It tells you you're
doesn't
doing
it?
something, but it also shows you that okay, to get right there, right at that start, hey.
Got to
you know?
get money to do
Yeah,
anything,
yeah,
bro. Like
yeah,
fucking, and
yeah.
it's a
And
scary
it's major
thing.
networks, iHeartRadio,
Ooh,
this fucking that. You know,
oh
like,
yeah. Oh yeah.
Yeah.
No, it's a big fucking. It's a big thing. Money, like, definite. It stressed me out this year.
So you're not even really catering to radio. It's not even what you're fucking. It's like, fuck it. Don't
Shout
need
out
it.
Cater. Cater was the only ones who reached out for all my stuff for Blackout. I think Triple J played That's Okay a few times. But yeah, no, I stopped catering. For what?
Why? Yeah.
For what? Like,
Yeah,
if you got a booking agent, like,
Yeah.
they should be getting you your shows.
Yeah.
Fucking, I'd rather prove myself. You know, I want to work for it. I don't want to give hand-fed, spoon-fed shit. Like,
Yeah,
I don't
yeah.
want to be like, oh, here's a festival.
Yeah.
But like I said, I've been doing this for 10 years. I shouldn't be fucking, I should be handed shit now.
Dude.
But 3
Well, you're
years
earning
off,
it too.
I don't deserve anything yet. I'll be happy to admit that. I don't have the buzz I do now, but I'm coming back.
Yeah.
I'll be there.
Well, do you
like-
feel like your buzz is down? Because I feel like there's I saw.
It's up now,
I
but
was
it's
watching
not-
the
it's not what
footage
it
of
is
last
now.
night, man. I mean, you've played to a big Brisbane crowd.
Oh, bro,
You know, like,
thank you. I
that's
appreciate
credit
that.
to you,
I
bro. That's
appreciate
credit
that.
to you.
Well, like, the way I see it as well is like not a lot of artists can do that. Like, like
And not a lot of artists can come from Perth.
That's what I'm
to
saying.
this city and do that.
not
You
a
know,
lot of
straight
artists
up.
can come from this city to
Yeah.
Perth either. Not
Yeah,
a lot
yeah,
of
for
artists
real.
from over east can
Yeah,
tour.
yeah.
Every artist, not a lot of artists from fucking the States
Yeah.
can come to Perth.
Yeah.
It's a very hard city to sell,
Yeah.
and like we always
Yeah.
smash that city.
Yeah.
But like my thing is, I don't want to leave Perth till I conquer it, and I don't feel like I'm at that stage yet.
Yeah,
Like, you know what I mean?
Conquer your backyard.
Oh,
man.
bro,
That's
100%.
That's your city, dude.
100%. I don't want to be that famous person that can't go to Coles.
Yeah,
I want to be
yeah,
that
yeah.
Muhammad Ali famous where
Yeah.
I'm loved by everybody. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
That's the sort
okay,
of
yeah.
famous you want to be, bro.
Yeah,
like
dude.
not that fucking paparazzi.
Yeah,
It's like
yeah,
that's
yeah.
the guy. Like, you know what I mean? That's
yeah,
the type of
fucking
place
A,
I want to
dude.
be.
Absolutely.
100%. But yeah, but second home is Brizzy.
Yeah,
for sure.
right.
Second home is
Enjoyed
Brizzy,
it.
bro. Like it's family here. And it's dope, bro.
Yeah,
like he's
yeah.
always show love, man.
Yeah.
There's no egos, man. Like, and that's my favorite thing.
Fucking, there's no room for it up here, mate.
That's it,
You know?
100%.
You used to get it
Brizzy
slapped
and
out of you
Melbourne,
years ago.
bro, is the fucking best, bro.
Yeah,
Brizzy
yeah.
and Melbourne.
There's always been a connection between Brisbane and Melbourne too,
100%.
with the music, you know.
Do you
even,
go over
like,
much, or did you go back
fuck,
over the,
bro,
the
always,
day? Yeah.
always, man. We'd be fucking, dude. Like, you know, I'd say sort of, man.
Fuck, you'd have had some fucking hectic nights with the 750 boys.
Right, yeah,
Especially
crazy
Bigfoot,
shit, dude.
crazy.
Crazy shit. Yeah, HG and all
Yeah,
those dudes.
fucking
Yeah, but that's
those,
who we,
bro.
every time we were down there, it was fucking, we were with Taunts, Bigfoot, Checkers,
Yeah,
boom, 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 go
fucking
through the
oath.
list. Like, that was our crew.
Oh, man.
And then, you know, we'd always see Fracture out. We'd see Dime. We'd see, like, you know, HG, BTE, and then there was 750 and Custom Jenks was very
Always
much
tied in, yeah.
very much a connected unit between
yeah.
between states, you know, and like-minded individuals.
100%.
And obviously, hence it reflected in the music, man, you know, because there's another one. Like, I mean, a Taunts dude, you know, like fucking an uncompromising artist from day dot that has influenced a generation, you know, through his music and has somehow managed to keep himself relevant and new, like contemporary. Like, whereas, man, I'm still fucking traditionally like fucking boom bap style MC. Like, that's what I'll do. I'll step on stage and do that shit till the day
Yes,
I die, pretty much.
straight
I won't
out.
try to fucking go and do the trap drill
100%,
fucking rhyme.
100%.
That ain't me. I don't need to do it. It's not
Whatever
for me.
feels good. Yeah, exactly.
But an artist like a Taunts has always been true to his
Bro,
own style. It's like when Fracture came here and Fracture did what Fracture
grime-
did.
yeah.
Fracture and Scotty Hines.
Yeah,
Let's not forget Scotty
exactly.
Hines,
Oh,
you
bro,
know?
100%.
And then
All the
Dime,
Smash
bro.
Brothers, bro. Smash
you know?
Brothers killed
But then
that
you got
shit.
Checkmate and dudes like that. Like, they're just fucking fundamentally
Kings, man. Just
important to how
the
things
scene.
develop.
100%.
Because you don't even get.
100%.
I seriously don't think you even get the chilliness and all that sort of shit without, like you said, the fractures and the taunts and the.
Bro,
It took those dudes to be
I
unique.
still think like this needs to be fact checked, but I still think me and Taunts were the first people to release a drill song in Australia that I've heard
I
so
believe
far.
it, dude.
And I think that was
I believe it.
2015, 2016.
Taunts is always on one,
Like-
man. Like, Taunts to come up here and stay with us,
Oh,
like,
bro,
and we go
he
down there and
is a
stay with
king,
him.
bro. That's another thing. Like I said before, I could happily retire tomorrow because I've done stuff that I've never thought I'd do before. I don't give a fuck about the money. I've done a track with Taunts, cunt. I've done a track with Morns. I've done a track with Cesta. Like, these are my fucking
See, Morns isn't
idols,
getting the
man.
props now. I mean, it's not that he's not getting the props. Morns just needs to drop some music,
Needs to get his flowers, bro. Like,
But, yeah.
Morns is a fucking...
Morns is another one that came through with a
the
unique
goon bag
fucking...
freestyles, bro. Like, fuck, that cunt can spit.
Yeah, how were they,
man.
dude?
Like,
And the
he's
trip
just got
and
the rawest voice. And the
Triple R joints too, where he's on fucking
bro,
top billing.
Top
like-
billing, yeah, bro. He's fucking his cadence. There's
Yeah,
no
yeah, yeah.
cadence like him on the mic.
He's got
bro.
steez.
He's
He's
bro.
just fucking
Steez, bro.
and then flow. Like,
very, very just boom bap to the death, bro. Like I fucking Morns is a king. I death rate Mornsy. I'm just really grateful for where I am, man. Like fucking.
well, what's pushing you towards so with Blackout, it's a far more sort of, I don't know, what do you say, like harmony driven. It's fucking
More melodic.
More melodic, exactly. Yeah. What's pushing you in that direction?
I just wanted to prove to myself that I was more of an artist than a rapper.
Yep.
You know what I mean? I don't know. I moved back into my parents' house, and then I wrote Blackout, and I sung it instead of like I've rapped it, like I've read it as a rap, and then I tried to sing it instead, and I was like, "Ooh, that sounds alright." And then I went into a session for the first time with JKL. Shout out JKL, which is now my engineer.
Yeah, right.
And then I sang it there, and he's thrown a little bit of auto tune on it, and I was like, "Fuck, this is alright."
Yeah.
So it made me more comfortable to try stuff. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And then after that, I started writing a lot of other stuff like That's Okay, Crusty Demons, Trends, which was more auto tuning stuff.
Crazy, dude.
Thanks, bro. Thank you.
That shit's ill.
I always try to fucking like involve the Aussie culture or
Yeah.
like something in there. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And the melodic stuff was just something different. I can fucking rap, bro.
Yeah, bro.
Like,
Yeah,
I can rap. I just wanted to try something different. And like the next
Push
melodic
yourself.
stuff now is just like
Yeah.
mind blowing, bro.
Yeah.
Mind
But
blowing.
how did like the music and then the vision for the music? And bro, we're gonna have to wrap it up because I know you got to get to the airport. We're at an hour and a half already. Like
Really?
we've done, it's 4 o'clock, bro.
Oh,
It was
fuck.
5 to 4. So we're
Fucking
pretty much
hell.
fucking
Jesus
almost ran
Christ.
for an hour and a half already. Like man, this shit just fucking goes.
We're gonna
dude.
fucking do a part 2,
Yeah,
bro. We didn't
man.
even get
And these
into-
boys have got for anyone listening. These boys have got to get to the airport.
Yeah,
by
we got
fucking
Melbourne
or
tomorrow.
fucking
night,
4:45 or something like
unfortunately.
that. So we will have to wrap this up. What the fuck was I going to say? Oh, the vision going into the music. So do you record the music with the visual already sort of, at the forefront of your mind?
Nah,
Did the
nah,
music
so-
kind of dictate where
Nah,
you
so
took that?
the beat
Because
always
like fucking Blackout is a big experience almost.
Yeah,
you
so
know?
like if you listen to the lyrics, it's all about what I went through. But to be honest, bro, I don't think about anything when I write lyrics like that. You know what I mean? It's literally happened so naturally that it's a blessing in disguise. Like it's like fuck, maybe I am born for this sort of shit. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And like, Blackout. When I hear beats, it's either sounds right or it doesn't sound right to me.
Yeah.
Like it will either go like that or it won't. You know
That's
what I
what it
mean?
is, eh?
So
That's
if
always what it is.
It
It
catches
dictates.
you. You know when it's
Yeah.
the right song. You know what I
Exactly.
mean? And I feel like every song I wrote for Blackout, it was supposed to go single. But because it was such a good tape, like everything meant something. Like we had to put it as an EP, as a project, because it happened in such the same time frame. And then, to believe it or not, we wrote the intro last. And that's why the intro ties everything in. It's like fucking same job, same wage, and it just times everything in. So it was fucking dope, bro. I really enjoyed making that project and doing it independently. It was killer.
And then fucking because that's it. Like to me, almost the video adds to the experience of the. Well, it always does.
Oh,
It always
definitely,
enhances the
definitely,
experience of
bro.
the music,
Definitely,
like-
100%.
Like there's such a
100%.
clear vision in there, like the
100%.
fucking pizza shit and like
Yeah,
it's crazy,
bro,
dude.
that's the local. Oh, I'm gonna fucking buy that joint one
Yeah,
day.
yeah.
I told everyone I spoke to, bro. Mattio's, you know it too. I'm gonna buy that place one day.
No
100%,
doubt.
bro. Like they've hooked me up since I was fucking a kid, man. Like that is the joint for sure.
Yeah,
But no, man. Like my vision is just to get it.
yeah,
Just to get it, bro.
Don't
like
stop.
fucking, and
Don't
I've got
stop.
the
Your
best
vision
team
is
behind
clear.
me. No, it's good, bro. It's very good.
So where he's off to, Melbourne?
Melbourne.
This will drop. So when's Melbourne? Saturday night. We're
Saturday
recording this
night.
ahead of time. So
Ooh.
who's coming? What city's coming up following Melbourne?
Sydney
Next weekend? Or?
next weekend.
Wow. So
Yeah.
Sydney the weekend this podcast drops, man. Fucking
Oh,
make
sick.
sure you get along, man. Listen, I've been seeing the
Sick.
fucking footage.
Fuck, bro.
I mean, this motherfucker, you got a burger and shit.
Oh yeah, we just
Dude.
dropped the shout out to fucking Upper Hand Burgers. Go
Got a burger out there?
The Blackout Burger at Upper Hand in Highgate, Perth. It'll only be there from November. So
Yeah,
go
yeah.
suss that shit. And make sure you don't eat because that shit fill you the fuck up.
But, bro, that looks like some shit right there.
Ask Jake.
That's a fucking burger.
Shit, it's a
What's on that
motherfucking
shit?
burger. So we've got it's the black buns, obviously, because the blackout, not because I'm a brown skinned person. We've got double beef, double cheese, double bacon, lettuce, tomato, and some chili relish bacon, bro.
Wash it down with a
Shit is
heart attack,
crazy.
cunt. Listen to that. Fucking hell. Wash it down with a coronary.
That's
Fucking
it, brother.
hell. Double fucking everything on that.
That's it, bro. Double up. Wait, but I'll tell you what. I went there the other night and fucking I ordered it with a single,
Yeah.
and that's the way to go as
Oh,
well.
kind of looks incredible.
So you can
I'll tell
get
ya,
double,
yeah.
you can get single, and it's good. It's a good feed, bro.
Mad
So yeah, if you're in
fuck.
Perth, guys, I'll have the Blackout Burger for sure.
Yeah,
And
dude.
also there will be some new water pourers dropping soon, and the
Oh.
couch potato kits will be dropping soon too. So keep a lookout for that.
Man,
100%.
listen, I look forward to this shit, dude, because I can't wait to see what you do.
Bro,
Like,
I'm coming
particularly-
back. I'm coming back real soon.
Oh,
like,
bro, we'll
hopefully, bro,
come
if you're
back
keen to
through
do
here.
a fucking part 2,
Yeah, man.
let's do that shit.
You
Because
know we got
I
that.
feel like we need to speak a bit more. I
What's
reckon we
that?
need to get bass on as well.
Yeah, fucking bring
sure.
bass with you, man.
Definitely.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
there'll be some good yarns there.
Did
for
someone
sure.
want me to fucking say something, Gav? What happened? Oh, did we lose a fucking... No, that's all right. Did you want me to finish this with something, Gav? Were you talking about something? Oh,
Yeah, I
you
can't-
know,
I
get the
can't-
tickets.
I can't remember. Yeah, get the tickets,
Yeah,
but
yeah.
ticket links in my bio and the Insta. But it's all
Yeah,
good.
yeah,
Like, you don't
yeah.
need to plug the Insta. It's all good.
Yeah, man.
Just want to thank you guys so much for having us. Like,
Brother, legends in the making, man. That's what it's all about. It's
No,
about
it's
that
good to be
fucking
here,
story.
finally,
And you
bro.
know what, dude? It's just about having a conversation too, man. Just
Nah,
opening
fucking
up that dialogue, bro.
100%. Finally,
between
bro.
generations,
Finally, exactly,
between fucking...
bro.
But it's all hip-hop.
exactly, it's
You know,
all
that's
hip
what the
hop,
fuck
and
it
that's
is,
the
bro.
thing. And that's what I love so much is like I've met some of these dudes just through music.
Yeah,
Like,
bro.
it's just
Yeah,
nothing
yeah,
else
yeah,
but
yeah,
music.
yeah, yeah.
We're all in
And
it
you
for
know, there's an admiration from us for what you do too.
Yeah,
It's
100%.
fucking, it's reciprocal, man.
100%.
Like, you know, it's dope,
100%.
dude.
No, I really appreciate it, man. This was the fucking best podcast I've done so far.
Nah, word
This
up.
is dope.
Well, this is
dope.
fucking Shadow. I mean, man, Sydney, get along. This has been Beers, Beats, and the Biz for another week. Russ, Insidious in the place, 420. Shouts to Crush City. Shouts to Gus, Dom, everyone, Vinco, everyone in the fucking place. We're out of here. Beers, Beats, and the Biz.
Yeah.
Catch ya.